The best and the strongest access point is obviously the 2L Summer Recruit, which is currently underway for New York. This is the pathway with the highest likelihood of success because the firms need an entire chunk of between 50 and 200 summer associates per firm. And there are about 100 firms who have hired Canadians in the past and who hire in that volume. You're mainly supposed to apply in the spring and summer. That's varied from year to year. This year, it's March to May. We expect maybe there might be a few jobs left in June, but really the preponderance of hiring is going to happen through March, April, and May. So you want to get your applications in as early as possible. There is no deadline to apply, but the offers are given out on a rolling basis. So if a firm has finished their hiring by the end of March, it's done. If it takes them until June, it takes them until June. But they will continue to issue offers until they've filled up all their spots. So it's important to get your application in early because an average candidate will do better earlier in the recruit, whereas you'll have to be increasingly more competitive for the few remaining spots that exist toward the end. There are a couple ways to apply. There's no centralized system for applying to New York. It really is the Wild West. It's totally unregulated. Firms get to choose whatever rules they want. What that means is that you're going to have to create an Excel spreadsheet or a tracker that really goes through, and I'll show you an example in a couple slides of what this looks like, that really goes through the list of the firm names, when their portals open, if there is a portal on their website, and if a portal doesn't exist, there should be an email address that you can email your transcript and your resume. Not every firm requires the cover letter. Some will simply say no cover letter. Others will say it's optional. When it is optional, my recommendation is always to put one together. Because as a Canadian, you need to overcome an additional hurdle in contrast to US students, which is why are you jumping across the border? Explain that to me. And since you can't do that through your resume and you can't do that through your transcript, take advantage of the cover letter to really explain the rationale for why you're coming. Now, some people think that this lack of regulation by a governing body makes it harder to apply to New York, but I actually put it to you that it's an advantage. And the reason it's an advantage is threefold. Number one, when it's an unregulated system, there's more room for you to game it. So if you just happen to click with the right partner and you network hard and you get the right people behind you, you can find your way into a firm at any point in time because there's no set deadline by which you have to apply. And so you don't get that rush of people all trying to get to the same person or the same firms at the same time. You do get a little bit of leeway. Number two, firms have discretion to extend how long an offer stays open. So unlike Canada, where on call day at 5 p.m., you get a call and you have to give an offer and answer right away, New York gives you about 2 to 3 weeks to decide if you're going to accept the offer. In that time, you can then go and shop that offer to other firms. You can say, hey, Sullivan and Cromwell, Milbank or Kirkland just gave me an offer. It's open for the next 2 weeks. I'm entertaining other firms, though. I'd love to meet with you. Would you be open to it? Now, because another firm is giving you an offer, you have a degree of attractiveness you might not have had before. So you have room to game this system. Does that make sense? And number three, it gives you the opportunity to engage in first mover advantage. So for those of you attending today, congratulations. For those people who are still running around and burying their head in the sand, thinking I'll get to New York after exams, you have an opportunity to get the jump on them. The earlier you apply, the better your chances are. So that doesn't exist in other recruits in Canada. You don't get this early mover advantage. So there are a lot of reasons why the unregulated system is actually going to work to the advantage of people who want this badly enough.